actually be done, or this division can actually be done within a second. So follow closely. The first thing that we are going to do here is just draw the long division bracket. Draw the long division bracket. So draw the long division bracket neatly. Good. After that, you write the dividend into the long division bracket. The dividends here into the long division bracket. Like this. Now you write the divisor outside the bracket. Good. So this is actually what we'll be using. The three operations that we'll be using to get the division done within a second. The first operation is division, the second one multiplication, and then the third one subtraction. So let's look at the first one, division. The first one means that we are going to, we take the 20 and then find out how many times 20 fits into the numbers in the bracket. So, but we will be taking the number one after the other, starting with the first digit, which is, I'm referring to the 2 as the first digit here. So 2 divided by 20. So we find out how many times 2 can fit, 20 can fit into 2. It's not possible. So you bring another digit, which is the 0. Bring the 0 to the 2 to make it 20. Now 20 can fit into or goes into 21 times. So you put 1 as a quotient on the bracket. Now that is the first operation that we've done. Now move to the next one, which is multiplication. It actually means that we are going to, you take the quotient or the number on the bracket and then multiply it by the divisor, which is 1 times 20. Then you will get 20. You write it under the number that you have used. So after that, the last operation is subtraction. Now you subtract 20 from 20. It's actually 0. Good. Now let's move on to the third and the fourth digit. So as you started by taking the number digit after digit, this 4 you bring it first before the 8. So bring the 4 down. Now let's start from the first operation, which is division. Ask yourself how many times 20 can fit into 4. 4 divided by 20 is not possible. So because this number is from the start to the middle, when the number cannot divide it, you just write 0, because the number that we are dealing with is actually in the middle, not from the beginning or not at the end. So it's not possible. So you bring 0. Then this 0 is the question, is the answer. So you put it on the top like this. Then the next operation is multiplication. 0 times 20 will give you 0. Good. Then you take 0 from 4. It's the same 4 that you get. The same 4 that you get. So you write 4 like this. Then we are done. Let's move to the next digit, which is 8. You bring the 8 down to the 4 like this. So here we have 48. Now find out how many times 20 goes into 48. So you can do that by just taking some numbers, then you multiply them by 20. Let's say I want to use 2, because 1 times 20 is 20. But let me increase it a bit. 1 times 2 will give you 40 like this. And then let me try another number. 20 times 3, you will get 60, which is higher than the number we have to divide. So you pick 2. It means that 20 times 2 will be 40, which is within the range. It means 20 can actually fit into 48 2 times. So you write a 2 on the bracket like this. Then the next operation is multiplication. multiply the 2 by 20, then you get 40, like this. Good. Then you come to the last operation, which is subtraction. Subtract the 40 from the 48, so the remaining number will be 8. Good. After that, then you start from the top operation, which is division again. So find out how many times 20 can fit into 8. It's not possible, but this time you will not write any 0 on the bracket, because this is actually the last digit and we are now moving into a decimal, so there's no way that you put 0 on the bracket. So what you do here is you increase this 8 by adding 0 to the 8. So we add 0 to 8, and then what you have done for this 8, in place of the 0 that you add to the 8, on the top of the bracket you put point. Good, because we are moving to decimal, because this is the last digit. Now we have actually increased 8 to 80, so that we can divide 80, or this digit, by 20. So let's find out how many times 20 can fit into 80. So we can just do that by multiplying 20 by certain numbers to find out which number can you multiply by 20 to get 80. Let me start by 4, because here 20 times 3 we get 60, so we want it higher. So let's start by 20 times 4, that will be 80, right? Good. So it means that 20 can fit into 84 times. Now you write your 4 on the bracket. Good. The next operation is multiplication. 4 multiplied by 20 will give you what? 80. So you write your 80. And then the last operation is subtraction. You subtract this, you get 0, 0. So because the last subtraction will give you 0, 0, we end the long division here, and then your solution is this 102.4. That is the answer. This is the simplest way you can do in a long division. Hope you've understood this process. Please don't forget to subscribe and share with your colleagues who are actually in need of mathematics lesson. Thank you for watching.